All right, let's see who's first. Desiree Donovan first. How cool. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining me. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is the very first ever Chase the Heat taste test, team taste test. So I'm excited about this one. This is going to be cool. So before we get started, we'll say some hellos. Hi, Kay Frost, Michael Arturi. Good to see you. Brian G. Good to see you. The Human Torch, he says. IB0193. Good to see you. Hang on, man. I lost a few. It's growing fast. All right. Wayne McCloskey. Hi. Sean Ladow. Left iPad. Good to see you. Danny Fudge. Jay Tucker. I'm here too. Good to see you. Joshua Sanders. Izzy. How are you? Bryce, Kevin Gaines. Good to see you, dude. Nombre, go Spurs. Go Spurs, go. My friend Vince must be. My friend Vince, you guys, he's a big Spurs fan. All right. Gavin Yeats. Fontaine J. Eric Bryan. Good to see you, Eric. Kelly McBride. Hi, Kelly. Michael. Look at all these people joining us. All right. All right, guys. So this is, as I've been talking about, we've been planning this. This is the first ever Chase the Heat team taste test. A lot of you guys have been asking. I get this over all the time, over and over again. How can I increase my tolerance? What do I need to do? So everybody, class is in session. I am your professor, Professor Scoville. So what we're going to do is we're going to go do a group taste test, and then we'll do a bunch of question answers after the fact, and we'll hang out for a while. You guys excited about this? Because I'll tell you something, I am. Matthew Coates, good to see you. Joshua, Mandy Wilson, Peter Parker. Peter Parker, I love that. Hello, Rick. Derek Lane. I'll get to more of you guys. I'm sorry, I'll miss a few. It's hard to do kind of both. I wish I had that chameleon thing going on with one eye. I could look over here and see what I could be over here. All right. So here's the plan, everybody. The plan is we are going to do a group taste test, and we're going to start building our tolerance, all right? I started with this one. This is my gateway sauce, Tabasco Original. This is what started it all for me. Some people say I have a problem with hot peppers. I don't have a problem. I can quit anytime. All right, so this is the next one. Before this is over, I'm going to announce what we're going to do for the next sauce. I'll take some suggestions if you want. But I don't want to stay too long. We're going to do mostly mainstream stuff. I don't want to ask you guys. I mean, at some point when we get into the hotter stuff, they aren't going to be mainstream. And if you're going to take part, you're going to have to order a bottle or just be there in spirit and do whatever sauce you got. And we're cool with that. But initially, I want to start with sauces that were readily available. Izzy says Dave's Insanity. That stuff is no bueno. No bueno for me. I don't like that. I think it's terrible. It's a dirty trick perpetrated on people in lunchrooms all over the place. Anyhow, so we're starting with Tabasco. When I was a kid, I used to drink this stuff. I'm not joking you. All right, so here we go. Made in the USA, Tabasco. It's such a classic sauce. You know, it's really funny. You guys ever smell something that kind of takes you back? Songs can do that. Pictures can do that. And boy, taste and aroma from this can do that. And that's kind of neat. So I hope you guys all have your bottle. If you do, let's check it out on the back. I don't know if this says it on your bottle, but this says it on the back of mine. Since, excuse me. Hang on a minute, folks. All right. Since 1868, for over 140 years, the adventurous flavor of Tabasco brand pepper sauce has fired up generations of thrill seekers. That's kind of a stretch. I'm not sure how much of a thrill seeker you are if you're eating Tabasco. I mean, I'm not making it a contest or anything, but I suppose if you've never eaten anything hot, it can be kind of a thrill. But it's all natural ingredients and unique aging process in white oak barrels. Keep Tabasco on the culinary cutting edge. Try it on eggs, pizza, sandwiches, seafood, for a burst of flavor that will enliven your taste buds. You know what I do with this, you guys? The best way to make popcorn, I like cooking in the pan with a cover on it. You throw some, corn kernels in there, and you get it heated up. Right when the first one pops, have a shot glass of this. And right when the first one pops, lift the lid, throw the shot glass, just the shot, empty the shot in there real quick and shut the lid. And it flavors the popcorn like Tabasco. It's awesome. All right, let's read the ingredients together here, guys. We're looking at, it's very, very simple. The ingredients for a true Louisiana hot sauce. It's got distilled vinegar, red pepper, and salt. That is it. Pretty simplistic. Hey, thank you so much, Rick. Love you, dude. Is it all right if I use Family Reserve? Absolutely. You know, the funny thing, if you don't have, brings up a good point. My buddy Rick in Chicago. If you can't, if you don't have Tabasco Original, you got Tabasco Family Reserves or Tabasco Green or just something of this kind of heat level, go to your fridge and grab it. I'll wait for you. But I'm not. There are some people that are in the chili community, you guys, that are what I call sauce snobs. You know what I mean? And thank you for the donation, Rick. Appreciate it. Paul, excuse me. Sorry about that, dude. But some people are sauce snobs. You know what I mean by that? It's like once people start getting sauces other than what you get in mainstream shelves like this, they start doing some small craft ones you see me review. They start looking down their nose at sauces like this. I fell in love with this. You'll never hear me ever say a bad word about this. I knew that, Paul. I'm sorry. I apologize. But I'll never say a bad word about this. I use it on pizza. One of my favorite thing to use this on is eggs. Anything breakfast. It's the best. So we're going to review this. Now let's take the top off, and we'll start with the aroma. You know what we're going to do? Can you believe this comes in out of my home, my stash. It's got a. Okay. Now here's the thing about Tabasco, you guys. It's a fermented sauce, so it sits in oak barrels for a long time, and it gets that smell you're getting. If you have a bottle of this, and it's even better, Paul, even better with the Family Reserve. Now, there's a whole bunch of Tabascos. Family Reserve is my favorite. And I had the 150th anniversary or whatever, and they'll think it was in a champagne bottle. It was like people were getting $150 for it online. I like the aroma and the flavor of the Family Reserve the best of all of these. However, this was my gateway. So, but you smell, you can get the vinegar, but it's not just vinegar. It's that biting fermented aroma from the peppers and the salt and the vinegar. You know what I mean? Oh. All right. So here we go. This is for the very first ever Chase the Heat team taste test. I love you guys a lot. Let's go for the pour. Now, what I want you to do, you can pour a drop or two. You can put as much on your spoon as you want. This is a full tablespoon. You don't have to overdo it. Lincala, it's right now 7:15 or almost 7:15, 7:08 Central Standard Time. Now, if you watch the show, you'll see me do the aroma test, smelling it out of the bottle, and then doing the aroma test on the spoon. Now, while of that, someone's using Hellfire. Good for you. One crunchy pick. Love it. All right, you notice, guys that have the Tabasco Original, do you notice how much more it smells on the spoon than out of the bottle? I don't even have the flow restrictor on. So the aroma should be more, I should be getting a little bit more of the aroma. I can get it good here. On the spoon, it just lights your room up. I don't know if it's like that with you, but it's like that in my house. It's amazing. But that great fermented aroma. All right, guys. So here we go. You ready? Love you guys a lot. Here's the very first one. I'm Johnny Scoville, and you guys are family. And this is our first Chase Heat team taste test. All right. Now it's all this, the pepper, salt, and the vinegar, but that vinegar, and yet it's oaked. It's aged in white oak barrels. So you have that biting, that really neat biting fermented taste. With the vinegar and the salt, it is just a perfect balance. Now, it is absolutely perfect. Listen, there's a reason it's in America. I don't know. There are people in different countries. If you're in a different country, let us know where you're at. But I'm telling you, in every restaurant just about in the country, there are bottles of this. The stuff is great. It's great for a reason. It really is good. It's just simplistic. I mean, think about this. 3 ingredients. 3, and that's it. But we're going to taste just a little bit more. You guys don't have to. I love this flavor. That fermented bite is just so wonderful. Now that if you do this, you tasted it once. Now smell it and tell me if it takes on a little bit more character now that you've tasted it when you smell it after you've tasted it. It does to me. The aroma is almost different. You're feeling it instead of just smelling it. It's inside you. You know what I mean? Unbelievable. All right. So now let's talk about heat for a little bit. This is a really good thing. If somebody is, here's what we're going to do first. The first score I want people to do, if you're a non-chili head and you've taken a step out and you said, I'm going to do it. He's offering a Chase the Heat class. We're going to do this together. If that's you, excuse me, I want you to tell me what your heat scale is for whatever you took. So the first heat scales we get are the non-chili heads. You're part of the family. We love you still. But if you're eating this and you're not really a chili head and you don't eat stuff that's hot, what's your score? I only want scores from the non-chili heads, not from everybody else. We're going to go in stages, okay? Okay. Julianne Arellano says the scale just hit 4. Go Spurs Go hit a 7. Mandy Wilson says loves it. Great flavor. Okay, XC, it's Roman numerals. Sorry, I'm not with you on that with a Mac, but that's a 10, okay? LaFontaine, Jay got a 4. Probably a 3 for Castrius. 3 from Chocolate Sweet Habanero. Nice, Joshua. 3.5 for Xbox Only X Guy. Very cool. SD Design, good to see you. Non-chili head there, says. Marty Collier got a 3. Arthur Sherrod got a 1. Joshua Hizzle is at a 7. Strong vinegar, but still at a 2. Very good. Hellfire is at an 8 for me. All right. One crunchy pick. All right. Now listen. Those are people that are not really accustomed to eating heat. If you're navigating the Capsaicin Highway and you're doing it, you're chasing the heat, let's go with you. If your score, what's it there? Let me tell you this. My score, it doesn't move my needle. All right. So it does not even a 1. But I could drink this whole bottle. It just tastes fantastic. So now we're talking about the people that are eating the heat. Decker Freeman says a 2. Well done. Matthew Coates, an 8. Matthew Gleason, a 1. Kratos Gaming, 2. Izzy P, a 1. 0 for, Stephen, I'm going too fast now. Long Dog, 1.5. Israel Green, a 2. Jay Tucker, maybe 1 or 2 good. Dustin Butston, 11.5. Michael Jigenjen, 1. 7 for the first time eating hot stuff. Joshua Hizzle. All right. Paul Ferris, a 1. Rick, a 3. Derek, a 1. 8.8. Life of Turtles. Benny, a 0. All right. The Ian Law Experience, 2.5. Cami Claudel. Hey, Cami. A 2. Michael Bierman, a 2. Catfish Redneck. Been in chili head for a couple decades. It's a 1. Okay. So you can see, well, I'll read a few more, but you can see how that fluctuates, right? George Buzzard, chili head, non-chili head, rates of 5. I rated at a 2. Okay. Scotty Verse, 1 or 2, hard to say. 3 for Eric Johnson. Colby's Life of Turtles is an 8.8. Justin Kadish is a 1. Troy Foltz is a 0. All right. Left Eye Pat, 0.5. Adam Melick, Amateur Chili Head, 3. Derek Lane, but I love the flavor. Sean Ladow, 2, buddy. All right. Jay Tucker, this is a cool idea, isn't it? I'm digging this. You're having a keyboard trouble. It was supposed to say 1.5. No problem, Dustin. Sorry. Sorry about that. Wow. All right, we got a bunch of good. All right, so that was kind of cool. Now, thank you, all you guys blessing me. You guys are awesome. So, one more taste. Tabasco Scorpion. Troy, I would go to Tabasco.com. Check them out there. So it's not hot enough. Tabasco habanero. You know what? Here's the thing. Let's pick the next sauce right now. Let's throw some ideas out. I was thinking Tabasco's habanero because that's definitely hotter than this. We could do a Yucateco. We could do some Yucateco. I don't like the green habanero. I don't like the taste of that. But if you guys do, we could do that. Sriracha, we could do that. I want to do something that equals this heat or a teeny step hotter, because what we're doing is now we're going to start learning to chase heat. Now, what you guys are going to find out, SD Design, love it. Hold on one second. What a goon I am. Forgot to get Tabasco. No problem. This $5 is for cream soda in New Zealand. Thank you so much, SD Design. That's awesome. What you're going to find now, this coming Monday, I won't be able to do. We're not going to have class a week from today. I'll be in New Zealand. The time is going to be really weird. So we'll do it the Monday I get back. So we'll only miss one. But what you're going to find is as you're climbing, the next time we do this, it won't burn as much. And none of that, you learn, you kind of know what to expect. We talked about this before. You know what? Yucateco Black is really great. Here's what I think we're going to do. Let's do this. Let's put it to a vote. I think we should make it either Yucateco, their XXX habanero Yucateco, or Tabasco habanero. Let's think about that. Let's think about decide one of those. The reason I'm going with these, you guys, because initially they're really easy to get a hold of. You're going to have to go online and order it somewhere. Most people can go to a store and just buy it. All right. So we kind of got a lot of people are saying Tabasco habanero. I think Tabasco. I got Yucateco votes there too. Tabasco. Frank's is almost a step down from this, though. It's the only problem. I'm really trying to. We want to do a climb like this. You know what would be fun to do? Once your tolerance starts to get a little bit higher, if you go back and eat something that once burned you, you'll be like, "Wow, that used to burn me, and it doesn't anymore." It's really true. All right, listen. I made an executive decision. Nobody be mad at me, please. You know I love you guys. We're gonna go Tabasco habanero for Monday's class. So this Monday we'll skip. The following Monday, we're going to do Tabasco habanero. Joshua Cardelli, I can eat 2 ghost peppers and love the endorphin rush, but still find Tabasco 3 at least, even though I love ghost. Yeah, El Yucateco Extra is great. Triple X is good. Ghost peppers are great. I love that ghost burn, You know what I'm talking about, Joshua. Thank you so much. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do Tabasco habanero for the next one. All right. And I got a few surprises that I'm going to talk about shortly. Not now. When I say shortly, I mean within the next couple of weeks that you guys are going to like. So that was our very first test. Now let's do this. I gave you my take. I like that fermented bite. The salt with a vinegar and that fermented bite is just so wonderful. You can tell when you eat that. Listen, you can tell when you eat that somebody just didn't cook that and pour it in a bottle. That was made with time. That stuff is aged for years. So to me, when I eat this sauce on food or just drinking it, to me, I can taste that there's time in this. It's like a great bottle of wine that's been aged for a long time. This wasn't rushed. It wasn't made overnight. LaFontaine, Jay, thank you so much. Do you guys know what I mean by that? And that's what I get. Do you guys get that? Secret Aardvark is great, Jamie. Let's see. LB0193 just planted some ghost peppers, habaneros, and jalapenos. Very cool. And listen, when I come back from New Zealand, pepper season started. So we are absolutely going to do a jalapeno class where we eat a jalapeno. We're absolutely going to do we'll start with jalapeno. Then we'll go to habanero because those are pods that you can get readily in almost any grocery store in the summertime. So initially, we're gonna let me think about this for a minute. You guys want to go right to a jalapeno a week from Monday instead of doing a sauce? Would you guys be okay with eating a jalapeno pepper and do a pod review instead of a taste test, kind of a pod review? What do you think about that? Or is that too much of a step? Okay, Jinx 111 says, sure. Serrano, Serrano's a little bit hotter, I believe. Both. We could do both. Let's see. Pods. Okay, I think people are liking. People are down with pods. Here's what we'll do. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm amending what I said first. And the fact is, later people will watch this and watch the first part, skip ahead and miss this part. We're not doing habanero or Tabasco habanero. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a jalapeno pod review. So get at least one. If you want to get more, go for it. But what we're gonna do is eat one pod together. If you want to make it a gusher, who said that? You crazy person, Russell. If you want to make it a gusher, you can do that. But we're going to start with one. All right. And if you're scared to do one, don't worry about it. Just take a knife and just cut a sliver, just a little sliver. You get the jalapeno flavor, and that'll start you. And the funny thing is, once you start that burn, you get the burn, you're going to want to do it again. All right, so just for a second, let me think about the heat. Jalapenos are delicious. Oh, listen, Anthony Farrow says, regardless of what you think about the heat, jalapenos are delicious tasting. One of my favorite pods. It's delicious. It's incredible. I mean, it makes great sauces. Some of my favorite sauces are jalapeno green sauces. So I love them. I'll never down it. And, there are some people that, make sure you're never a pepper snob or a sauce snob. I never look down my nose at somebody who is not doing things on the level that I'm doing it. We're all chasing the heat one way or not. Here's a perfect example of that. 145 of us right now, all chasing heat a little bit differently, right? So, for sure. All right. So, Kratos says my gusher challenge was epic. I've done a couple good gusher challenges. Let's do a fresh jalapeno pepper is better than a pickled one. If all you've got are pickled, that's fine. But what you're going to find about a pickled drunk worm, what you're going to find about a pickled jalapeno is that the heat is diminished big time because of the process of pickling it. Whereas a fresh jalapeno, I was talking to somebody today. It's a good time to bring this up. Jalapeno peppers are weird. You know why? I've had jalapenos that barely gave you a tingle, like just a little more than a green pepper. You know what I mean? And I've had some that were approaching habanero heat. Jalapenos are strange that way. They can really vary a lot, I find. I used to find. Let's see here. If you want to eat pickled, that's cool, Sean. You can do the pickled. That's no problem. An awesome, unassuming way to say hello to your fans better themselves. Thank you, Brian. Listen, we don't have fans. It's a really cool thing to say. We have family here. All these people here. This is our family gathering. It's pretty cool. Listen, Dustin says, I have the highest tolerance by anybody you see on YouTube. I know people. Listen, I know 3 or 4 people whose tolerance is higher than mine. Wouldn't lie to you. But thank you for saying that. Listen, check out Roger Trier from Hot Damn Show. There's some guy, Atomic Menace, Dustin Johnson, Tim, Hot Sauce Junkie Tim. These are guys that have huge tolerances. I owe you for getting me into hot sauce. Jesse K, what a cool thing to say. Hey, listen, I want to, it's funny you say that. Thank you, Jesse, for giving that. But you know what? When I started the channel, I've said this before. Most of you guys know this. When I started the channel, the truth of it is that I swear to you, I started it because my goal was just to further the community, make it bigger. I want more people to be eating peppers and sauces and powders because of what we do here. And I don't want to get credit for it because I don't. You guys are telling people about it, and you guys are sharing with other people. So this is really about you more so than about me. But that's what it's about. Whatever happened to the LA Beast? I'm not sure. He's doing his thing. I don't think anything happened to him. Do you know something I don't know? Howard? He's a good dude. I like LA Beast a lot. All right. So Dustin says that he accidentally made his wife a complete non-chili head. Try jalapenos from his garden last year. They had no heat to him. She wasn't happy with Dustin. You'll have that. All right, Joshua Ciardelli says, I got 4 Hellfire sauce today. Tried them all before this. Johnny ain't lying. They are good. They are. Did you get, Joshua, did you happen to get the right hand of doom? The right hand of doom. Did you get that one? That's a really, really hot sauce. Habanero stuffed olives in a martini. Oh, that sounds good. If I drink martinis, but I don't. That's so funny. What's the name of that guy who melted down a bottle of pure capsaicin and drank it like a shot? Twice. The only other person I've seen do that, I think who you mean. I mean, I did it twice, but I think who you mean, Demon Ritos official, is the Chili Beast, not LA Beast, the Chili Beast. And Chili Beast had a bottle of plutonium. I did the same thing. And he left it in his car all day because it comes as a solid, you know. And he left it in his car all day and it melted, and he took the top off and drank the whole bottle. And it's really funny. When I started the show, when I started this channel, October 19th, 2016, years ago, I swear to you, the day I started the channel, I knew I was going to do that challenge. I'm like, I knew I was going to. I had to. And then I did it. And here's the problem. It comes, when you buy that stuff, it comes as a solid, you know, not even wax. Stuff is a straight solid, like a resin. It's really gnarly. It smells like death in a bottle. And not death, like poison. Just smells really bad. So what I did was I had a bowl of water. I put it in the microwave till it was almost boiling. And I just put the bottle of plutonium in the bowl of hot water. And when the water was it was getting warm, but it took me 40 minutes of doing that. Every 10 minutes, I'd put the bowl of water back in the microwave, get it hot again. And I finally got to the point where it was liquid. It was thick and gross, but it was liquid. And when I did that video the first time, I explained in the first 35 seconds what I had. It was sitting in a bowl of hot water. I explained in the first 35 seconds what I had to do to get that bottle. It's normally a resin and thick, to the point where I could drink it. And in spite of telling people that, so many people skipped over that. And, you know, there's a lot of people who said it was a fake video. I've never faked anything in my life. I didn't fake that. So, but people fast forward and they think, you can't drink that. It's a solid. So I did it a second time, but people still think. So listen. The truth is, I don't really need to prove myself doing crazy challenges anymore. That said, I have a lot of crazy challenges coming for you. I mean it. By the way, my goatee, I had it trimmed today professionally. Went to a barber shop. Looks a little better. Still miss a little bit right here. Yeah. Bird peppers are great. Okay, Matthew G, can I give you a comparison from the habanero versus a Carolina Reaper? How much hotter is a Reaper? All right, look. Well, on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm trying to think of the best way to word it. Look, if you're gonna say you give a habanero a score of 7 on your scale, I mean it's 100. It's 30 or 40 times hotter. It's startlingly hotter. I mean, they have a different kind of burn. Habaneros sting your tongue. It has like a tongue sting. It really stings more than it burns. Reaper has a violent, rough throat burn. It ramps up really quick and it's violent. It's just really rough. It's way, way different. It's kind of like comparing a Cessna 185 to a Boeing 747. That's kind of the comparison. A rowboat to the Titanic. It's way, way, way hotter. And the Reaper, mostly on the tongue for habanero, but the Reaper will really mostly go for your throat. One more spoon. Who said that? Go Spurs, go. That stuff's good. Elixir's great. Chili Master's Private Reserve is great. Blueberry Hell's great. Devil's Gold. They're all wonderful, Joshua. Really, really good sauces. Brandon says he's seen both of the videos. If I faked it, I'd be better than David Blaine. Here's the thing. I wouldn't want to fake it. You know what I mean? It's like I have pride. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be able to, I don't know. I just can't, why, you know. Here's the funny thing. I think people faking videos are like snuff films. It used to be a thing like some people don't believe they exist. It's like urban legend. You know what I mean? I'd like to see, everybody always says I'm faking it. I want someone to show me a video of somebody who actually is faking it. That I can look at and go, wow, the guy's faking it. I've never seen one, and I've seen a million. I mean, listen, there were half a dozen people. I was watching videos of stuff like this for years. I mean, 5, 6, 7 years before I ever started my channel. You know what I mean? I've never seen anybody fake a video. I don't know. Let's see. SD Zion, I love spicy food. You and me both. Mandy Wilson, thanks for hanging out with us. Have a great time. Take care. Let's see. Who said that about Hellfire not phasing me? Hang on a minute. Hellfire phases me. Hellfire right now is, hold on a second. Maybe I didn't see that. I get the Goldberg thing all the time, Derek. Isn't that weird? All right, listen, let's do question and answer. Do you have any questions? If you do, I'll be happy to entertain them. Would I taste test a sauce? A sauce of yours, Les? Is that what you mean? Thank you, Eric Bryant. If somebody has a sauce you'd like me to review, you can email me at chasetheheat@gmail.com. And we can potentially work that out. Here's the thing, though. I've got, in my house, I've got probably, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you, I have probably 60 or 70 items that I need to review that I haven't yet. So I have 2 months of reviews, or a month. If doing 2 a day, I have at least a month and a half of reviews that I still have to do. Now, when I come back, I'm leaving tomorrow morning. By this time tomorrow, I'll be hours deep into a 17-hour flight. But when I come back, I'm going to have a ton of sauce and products and stuff from New Zealand that I need to review. I'll add them to the pile of stuff I got to review. And then on top of that, it's pod season. And when pod season happens, pods take priority because pods aren't going to be around forever. I mean, they're seasonal. Someone just asked a very interesting question. Rocky Huddling. Do I consider myself a chili guy? I'm just a chili head, man. Not at all. Listen, I'm really uncomfortable. And thank you for saying that or asking that. But no, I'm just a normal guy, man. Accolades like that, and when people call me a legend and things like that, makes me uncomfortable. I've shared this before. I have a friend who's a legend and a hero. His name is Phil, and he's a heart surgeon in the military and does heart transplants on people. And takes a heart out and throws it away and puts a good one in. Puts it back together. The guy months later writes some letter saying he saved my life. That's a hero. That's a legend. I'm not a legend. I'm just a chili head. Honest to God, I really am. Thank you for saying that, though, Rocky. But I'm really not. Is this live or is this a rerun? It's as live as live gets. So we'll be doing, thank you, Sean. I am dedicated. We'll be doing pod reviews. Now, I don't know if you guys have been around the channel for a long time or so. You guys know what I do for the first pod review of the year, right? I always start the first pod video of the season with a challenge. It comes from Leo McGinnis. The first time I did it, I ate 10. I did it like a boxing match. It's kind of cool. I have this app on my phone that does a boxing match, the sound of a boxing, like the bells and stuff. So what I did was I had 10 peppers, and it makes the noise like this. No, what is that? It's supposed to do the. You hear that? That's not the boxing thing. That's weak. Anyway, it used to sound like a boxing round. So I did 10 pods, and that was the first extreme challenge of that year. So last year I did 15. So, but that's the first one of the season is always a very scary challenge because even though I have a tolerance pretty good for sauces and stuff, pepper tolerance is different completely. And that first challenge hurts a lot. Cletus Ray, you may not think you're a legend, but you have one heck of a gravitational pull. Thank you, dude. It's a pretty funny thing to say. Heat 101, of course. I was thinking of you guys in your podcast yesterday. Don't you love Heat 101? Are they here? I love those guys. Catfish Redneck, do you have a garden? I don't. Just got 40 or so peppers in the ground. Reapers, scorpions, chocolate, regular ghosts. I'll dig a box. I dig the boxing sound. Yeah, those are fun videos. I don't have a garden. I can't really do it. I mean, look, here's a good example. Tomorrow I get up, I leave for New Zealand. I'm gone for 11 days. I get back, I'm home for like 3 days, and I leave and I go to San Antonio for a week. Hi, Dustin. Thank you, dude. Thank you for the email, man. Oh, absolutely, Dustin. Thank you. Lost my train of thought. Sorry, I do that a lot. You against Goldberg. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Imagine if I sat next to Goldberg. I look like Goldberg, the crackhead, the skinny guy compared to Goldberg. He's like 6'5", like he's a big dude, man. But in here, we kind of have that same thing going on. When I have a fire in the hole, I'll be doing I have 2 more sauces to review from the series. I have their extreme, and then we're going to review the right hand of doom. But after I review the right hand of doom, I'm going to scull a bottle of it, the whole thing. No, not a whole tablespoon, a whole bottle. I'll do a whole tablespoon in the review. I promise you. Excuse me, pepper burp. Have I tried ghost pepper? I've eaten a couple ghost peppers, Manuel. Cisneros. A few of them. I ate 27 in one video here. You can watch. That's a pretty funny video. Neighborhood. Dude, you crazy. I get that a lot. Go Spurs, go. Don't worry. I'm not everybody's flavor. Yeah, I'm going to San Antonio to go to juniors grad. Then I'm there for thank you, Desiree. After I'm his grad, from there I go to Chicago for the Chi-Town Hot Sauce Expo. So it's like I wish I could do a garden. I just can't. I'd somehow kill fake plants. I certainly wouldn't be able to keep alive one alive. I've not tried a chocolate pepper X pod yet. I've had sauce with the chocolate pepper X in it, but not a pod yet. The 26 grams of dry pods. Actually, it was 71 grams of dried chocolate bootlas. That was a rough one. Clinton, Ohio, anytime soon, Sean. I wish I could. I don't know. There's so many places and so little time. I wish I could. Maybe I can fit it. I'll try, man. Texifornia Calexa says, I love the balance between how crazy and insane you consider yourself. At the same time, you conduct yourself in such a honorable, respectful, and family-friendly kind of conduct. Thank you. I try. You're super busy, guy, so I'm not worried. Thank you, Dustin. Appreciate it, man. When I went to San Antonio, did I go to Chunky's and try the 4 Horsemen burger? That was actually the second or third video I ever did for this channel. I ate that already. Actually ate that burger, and then I ate a Carolina Reaper for dessert. It was pretty cool. Kind of surprised then. Tincture, yeah. Go Spurs go. A tincture is a process where they use oil or alcohol to extract all of the capsaicin from a pod. And you're left with a substance, either with alcohol or an oily substance, that's just concentrated gnarliness. And that's what a tincture is. Now, I'm not sure if every tincture is a extract or not, like while every tincture is an extract, not every extract is a tincture. I'm not sure. It goes like that. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert in that. I'm really not. This is not a Rolex. It's just nothing special. It's Vaer, V-A-E-R. It's just, you know what? It's simple as can be, and it's got like a synthetic crystal, so I won't smash it and break it. So I don't. Tony R. Senior says, "Do you think, in your opinion, all chocolate pods are floral?" I love my chocolate reapers. No, I wouldn't say they all are. I've had some that are not. In fact, I was with Chris Cully from Chris Cullen from Cully's out of New Zealand. I was with him in New York, and he had this really cool cross. He wouldn't say exactly what it was, but I'm pretty sure it had chocolate Bula and Reaper in it. I'm not sure what the other was. Maybe a scorpion, but it was. I have a picture of it. It was this big. It must have been probably 25 grams. It was huge. It was a really big pod. I ate that. It was hot immediately, but zero floral. Well, I don't think they all are floral. I think they have chocolate pods tend to be more floral to me on an average than red pods or other pods. Hi, Johnny from Wales in the house. Miss Raven, hello. My lungs. I've been pretty good with the lungs lately. I feel like, how much do I have on this? That'll be good for the trip. Riding with the Animal. What's up, Johnny? What's up, Riding with the Animal? How are you, man? Michael James. Hello, Mr. Johnny. Another live vid. Gotta love it. Yeah, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, with the exception of the next Wednesday and Friday and Monday, because I'm going to be in New Zealand. I come back on the 30th. So I'm going to miss this Wednesday, this Friday, a week from today, a week from Wednesday. And I'll do one on Friday, the day after I get back. Although I'll be jet lagging like a big dog. I'll do it anyway. So we'll do one on the 31st. Okay? Same bat time, same bat station. MJS says, stupid question, but does eating peppers help the asthma? No, I don't think it does. I don't think so. I think it helps with just overall immune system and increasing your metabolism, just making it feel good in general. But I'm not sure they help with my asthma. Yeah, SD Design. I've got 3 hoodies I'm taking with me. You know what I've got? I've got a suitcase filled with all my stuff, and I've got a big suitcase. And I'm taking the suitcase filled with my stuff, putting it inside the big suitcase, which is empty, and closing it. I'm sending that over because I know when I get there, I'm going to bring back a ton of stuff, and I'll need a second suitcase. So that's what I'm doing. You know what, Landon Malone, how cool are you? Before Johnny travels, why don't we all show Johnny a little love and let him know how much he means to us by saying that we love him. Love you, Johnny. Not an ounce of creepiness, just being real. That's the coolest thing in the world. Thank you. You guys are awesome, you know? Wow. It's humbling, man. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Extra peach sugar rush are so you have some extra? If you have any when I get back, I mean, you have to email me at chasetheheat@gmail.com. That's one of my favorite peppers. That is a delicious pepper. But you guys are great, you know? You really are. Clot situation is fine. I feel great. I got an aisle seat. You got to get up every couple hours.